Hello everyone and welcome back to another one of my videos. Today we will be making our first card using the Simon Says stamp Sunshine Flowers card kit. This one here is a very simple and elegant card. I love the choice of colors on the card and also the floral pattern. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss any of my videos. All the supplies I used in today's card is from the kit. I have many more cards for you guys. Stay tuned to my channel as I will be uploading more fun videos very soon. Before we begin creating this card, let us first take a look at all the products that I will be using to create this card. First we have the 100-pound yellow color Sunshine cardstock from Simon Says stamp. I will be using this as my card base and for my sentiment. Now let's pick a background for our card. All these pattern papers in the kit are so beautiful. It's difficult to select one. I definitely want to use this one, but I also want to use the design on the other side. Well, I might use this to make a slimline card where hopefully I will be able to use both these pattern papers. For now, let's go with this pattern. The yellow sunflowers on this pattern paper coordinate really well with the sunshine cardstock. I love the look of this pattern paper on our sunshine cardstock. We could use both the corners of the paper to create two different cards or cut the smaller flower bloom to give a three-dimensional look to our card. Well, today I plan to go with a simpler look. And finally, for our greeting, instead of stamping a sentiment, I plan to use the big Happy Birthday Die from Simon Says stamp which is provided in the kit. I will cut the sentiment using the same yellow sunshine cardstock. Let's get started by trimming the pattern paper into 4 by 5 1/4. Since I'm making an A2 size side folding card, this dimension on the pattern paper will give me a 1/4 inch of yellow border on all 4 sides. I love both the cutouts. I can use the smaller flower bloom for another card. But just take a look at the vibrant colors and how well it complements with the flowers on the pattern paper. For my A2 size card, I cut down the sunshine cardstock into 8.5 by 5.5 and scored exactly at the center at 4 1/4. I'm using my score buddy to get a straight fold line and my bone folder tool to perfect out the folded edges. Another simple way to get a perfect center fold is to line the opposite edges onto the edge of the score buddy and press the fold evenly, without any creases. I do that if I'm using a lighter weight cardstock. Now that my card base panel and the background panel both are ready, let's work on the Happy Birthday die cut. For that, I will be using my Cricut Cuttlebug die cutting machine to cut out the Happy Birthday sentiment. I use the same cardstock to cut out the sentiment thrice. Since the cardstock is heavy and my die cutting machine is a little older, I had to run the plates back and forth a couple of times before I got a clean cut on my words. Once all the die cutting is done, let's stack the die cuts one over the other to get an extra dimension. I'm using liquid glue to stick the dies over each other as I feel this gives me some wiggle room to align the dies perfectly on top of each other. Press the die cuts firmly and make sure all the sides of each alphabet are stuck to each other before stacking the next layer. Comparing the stacked happy die cut to the single birthday die cut, you will see the raised look that I got using this technique. Let's repeat the stacking with the birthday die cuts. And don't forget to stack the dots which will go on top of the eye of our birthday die cut. Now that our die cuts are ready, it's time to place them on the card front. This I feel is a very crucial part of this card. It is important to get the sentiments straight and aligned to each other onto the card front, something that I am maybe not very good at. Well, I tend to always stick the sentiments crooked. Before we stick it, let's just try to place the sentiments in different ways around the floral pattern to get the correct positioning. You can use your T ruler for this, but since I don't have one currently with me, I will try to align my regular ruler and the card panel to the grid lines on my craft mat. I like to secure the card panel and the ruler using a temporary tape just in case something shifts around. I'm using the same liquid glue to stick the happy birthday sentiment down on the card front. Once the happy is nice and secure, I repeat the same with the birthday die cut. Don't forget to stick the dot. So here our front panel is ready to be fixed onto the card base. Since my die cuts are already dimensional, I will not be adding any extra foam tape for my background panel. I will use strong double-sided tape to adhere the background onto the card base. Once you peel the backing of the double-sided tape, carefully align the panel onto the card base, making sure that you have aligned the panel exactly in the center of the card base, leaving a bright yellow border on all four sides. You can call this card done at this stage, but I wanted to give it a little extra love. I'm using the Spectrum Noir shimmer pen to add sparkle to the happy birthday die cuts and the little flowers. Adding sparkle on the flowers was definitely a good idea. I love the way how this card turned out. It has a very simple and elegant look to it. I paired this card with a slightly darker color envelope. The cardstock that I used to create the envelope is not included in the kit, but I will leave a link to it down in the description box below. The little sunflower that I heat embossed on the envelope is from the Sunshine Flowers stamp set from the kit, and I also used a Best Wishes sentiment strip from the Tim Holtz label stickers, which is also provided in the kit. Here's a look at the finished card. I loved how it turned out. This technique is fun and easy. Definitely give it a try. Thanks again for joining me today. I would love for you to become a subscriber to my channel, and if you do subscribe, make sure to hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any of my videos. Here are a couple of other videos that you might be interested in watching. Thank you so much and have a great day.